Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the car I got. Give me just a second. A small Perodua Axia.
Just before the video begins, I want to thank my dear executive producer Didrik for supporting my channel. If you, my dear viewer, want to support my channel too, check out the first link in the description down below, it will lead you to my Patreon page. Anyway, there have been a few things which are a bit confusing about my trip to Malaysia. Let's clarify them here and now. I have left Malaysia already almost a month ago and I have stayed there for 2 weeks. I don't live there and it was just a pure leisure trip, aka yearly holiday abroad for me. In order to get the touch and go, just go to the new central at the touch and go hub. There you can get the cards which are able to get connected to your e-wallet too. And the reason why I'm so obsessed with Malaysia? Well, one of the things what got me hooked has to do with the thing what I'm going to do here, namely going on a morning drive with the guys from Evoclub. Evoclub? What's that? Well, I have a huge interest in cars and as a child I came across the brands Proton and Perodua. To me, they are exotic and therefore interesting, especially since you really cannot find them here in Europe except in the few RHD countries we have here. After I started to look up some reviews of Malaysian cars, I stumbled upon a channel of a guy called Bobby Ang. He is an automotive journalist and does uncut reviews of various cars available on the Malaysian market. His reviewing style caught my attention because he focuses on small things many other reviewers cannot address to their audience. He happens to be the founder of the online magazine publisher Horizon, which features the automotive magazine Evo Malaysia. Now, because of his YouTube channel, I found out that he and his team organize morning drives every Saturday at 6:30. For this purpose, I wanted to rent a car and join a trip myself. However, I didn't want to rent a random car, but instead a car not available back home. Just before midnight, I made my way from Hang Tuah all the way to SS15 in Subang Jaya to collect this Perodua Axia. Later in the video, I'm going to do a brief walk around and show you how the car is like, so stay tuned for that. I was a little bit anxious about doing it, because it seems a little bit weird that a guy comes from so far away just to go meet a few other car enthusiasts on a morning drive. But I felt like that I wanted to do it, because that's the reason which literally made me come all the way to Malaysia and experience something what is impossible back home. Without further waffling, let's go fast forward to Kepong. Morning, Thomas.
Hey, your friend went to run on my pathway. Oh, yeah. Huh? Serious?
So basically here I am at a petrol station here somewhere in the north of KL. And I'm meeting with a lot of car guys over here. Like, it's like a popular meeting point to start here and just drive to various places, like driving up to Genting, Ulu Yam, or even to the other place like Kuala Selangor and Sekinchan. And usually in the mornings, because of the thing that less traffic and just an enjoyable ride where you can just speed up a little or just have a chill drive and just do it with a group like just of car enthusiasts, car lovers, and like regardless of what car, like I mean you have here tons of nice cars, like lots of Audis, Mercedes, and also of course everything else what you can imagine. But I came in an Axia, and the Axia sticks out because it's like a very common car for general Malaysians, but not for a car enthusiast. Or just if a car enthusiast owns one, then it is most likely a car which is just for running errands.
Before I departed from the meeting point, a few guys told me that the Karak highway is jam-packed due to the Eid al-Adha holiday and people going back to their hometowns to visit their families. But there is a different route which also goes up to Genting as well, namely the Ulu Yam road. I also saw a couple of other videos from a different YouTuber called Ikson Driving. He is quite well known among other Malaysians too and is often called uncle by his audience due to his age and experience with driving cars. The road itself isn't that busy, especially at that time of the day, so the drive feels very pleasant without many potholes and people doing dangerous overtake maneuvers.
Well, I'm in my car and as you might see, I'm driving currently, and let me show you how it looks like from the front. Yeah, those are rumble strips, you have them everywhere on the road. As you might see, like, I'm not driving even that fast, but I mean, like, that's usually faster than I would drive on such roads in Switzerland. Like, I mean, if I can fully accelerate, woo! I can catch up to the camera in front of me. Yeah, the rumble strips. Actually, I must say the car is a little bit in a weird condition, like it's really not that clean, but I mean it has all the basic functions you need. You have a steering wheel, you have mirrors, you have windows, you have 4 wheels. Yeah, that's it. And also it got aircon, radio, 2 airbags, ABS, and a 4-speed automatic transmission. And of course, for some reason, it has, compared to European cars of that price range, actually, that car is very cheap. Like in Europe, you cannot get a brand new car. This one has all-around power windows, and the driver's one is automatic down. Basically, I really enjoy driving this car because it's so different from other cars would have driven elsewhere in Europe. And to be honest with you, this thing is very spacious, and later I'm going to show you what I mean with spacious.
Now the final part with the tight bends and steep uphill drive is coming. Unlike the Ulu Yam road, the Genting highway has 2 lanes in each direction. Many drivers who want to drive fast uphill can do so by overtaking all the slower vehicles on the right. Let me show you how the car actually screams when driving uphill. Unfortunately, I couldn't make a shooting up on the hill as the guys already decided to make their way back downhill, so I just went along with them. The downhill drive isn't as exciting because it features a lot of bumps and you can't really go fast unless you want to scratch the underbody of your car. When getting on the Karak highway, I see how bad the Balik Kampung traffic jam is, and I'm glad that I didn't insist on driving the original Genting route. However, I can already tell you that this is not going to remain the only time going up on Genting for this trip. Now that I got my touch and go card, I can finally do the epic flex and pay with it for the toll. Other people cry because they have to pay for it, and understandably so, but I just think like, woohoo, let's tap the card!
I just went with the local guys here to a noodle stall somewhere in Tamandesa. Really good wonton noodles. See ya! And we're now parting our ways, and I'm going to meet up a bit later with a friend. So this is going to be also really amazing. But I mean, I must say, the noodles were really good. Yeah. You want to say hi to the camera? A bit shy. Hello! Hi! Guys over there, say hello to the camera. Anthony, you didn't get into the camera. Yeah, having had a great time. So now to say goodbye to the guys, and then let's explore the rest of the city. Guys, I'm again at my basement parking garage, and I wanted to show you here my Perodua Axia. And just to open it up so that you can see, well, it has a remote key. That's how the key looks like. Very simple. Actually, in Europe, cars at that price point, they never have this. So basically, that's how it looks like from the rear. Here, if you want to open the boot, you have to use basically a key. And as you can see, this is a pretty big boot, and I don't know why it is like this. I'm not really sure. I mean, for a small car, the boot is pretty decently sized. Can fit a check-in luggage and a rucksack in here without any issues at all. Also, what you can see here is like here and here 2 parking sensors. I don't know why Malaysian cars generally have like 2 parking sensors in that price point. It's just pretty weird, but I mean, it's better than having none. For some reason, I think that the antenna got broken off. Maybe the car got chased by some transformers or something. And you see alloy rims. What kind of inches are they? BF Goodrich ones with R14 175/65, rear drum brakes obviously, and yeah, here from the side profile, yeah, I don't get why this cover is there, and also like the sun visors, like of course additional accessories. It is what it is. And then here, like, oh, sorry, yeah, front disc brakes, and yeah, this is the way how it looks from the front. I don't know what year this model is. I think, like, if I check here on the road tax, no, it doesn't say much. It's just the road tax, and yeah, it's 20 ringgit, because this engine is a 1.0 liter natural aspirated engine with, I think, 67 horsepower. It's not that much, but I mean, for a small car like this, not a big problem. Halogen halogen reflectors. Let's open up the engine. That's how this tiny water bottle looks like. 1 liter. There's the battery. Nothing special to see. Let's close it again. The most special thing would be actually here when you actually enter the car, but for that purpose, the driver's seat is adjusted to my driving position, and I want to go into the back seat. And first of all, the car is extremely filthy, and it's a rental one. And also, what I noticed as well, why aren't there any rear headrests which are adjustable? Like, what's up with that? It's pretty unsafe, especially if you're a tall person, and if you crash, well, your head will be GG Liao. So let's get in. And it's reasonably spacious. Like, I mean, if I turn around, you can see, well, I mean, I'm touching the roof kind of, and I'm seated rather high, but I mean, I'm very comfortable. Like, I have enough space, and I have like some kind of step in the footwell, which I can show you, where I can rest my feet like this. I can be like this, and I have enough space. It's really cool. And then the step feels like a footrest. And also, you've got those shopping hooks here. And Malaysians will proudly call them tapau or teh tarik hook. seat pockets, usual stuff, and those are actually leatherette seat covers, really premium stuff, and also all around power windows. They do not go all the way down in the back, and you have actually some side door bins where you can actually store in a bottle and stuff like that. Really cool thing. Here, a grab handle like this, a static type, nothing special. The driver's side seat is height adjustable, but when you actually sit in here, I noticed like myself, the driving position is rather high, and the steering column is fixed. Like you cannot change it at all. What I like about this, you have this little silver trim piece, and also around here the aircon and radio panel. I mean, the radio is like, I mean, it's okay, but I mean, there's no USB, there's no AUX, no Bluetooth at all. This, I mean, I think they switched it in with the new generation, but I think it's still not the case with the Axia, but with the Beza it is. And also here you got like aircon, and even for some other cars from Malaysia, they do not have like a mode selection for like with defrost and all that stuff. Like if it's foggy and stuff, that's very important to have. But the aircon is pretty good, no complaints for that. And the glove box, reasonably sized, not much trouble at all. Door bins, almost full length, cannot complain. That's here with the sun visor. That's a pretty interesting story. Why doesn't this side have a mirror while this one does? I mean, what's up with that? Mirror, light, got a few storage spaces as well here in the middle, here at the center console where the handbrake is, here in the back as well, and there in the front you got, at the gear shifter, you have two cup holders, and there is a rather dark space where you have like a 12-volt socket as well. And one thing what is pretty ingenious is like this hook right here. That's an anti-snatch hook developed by Perodua, and there you can actually put in your belongings so that no thief will smash your window and snatch your handbag. A really unique Malaysian thing, and for a very unique Malaysian problem. Here, the mirror controls. If you remember me, I used to have an Audi A3, and the brand new price would have been like 55,000 Swiss francs, so over 200,000 ringgit. And this one has this feature, and my old Audi doesn't. Power folding side mirrors, crazy. And here, the window controls. Like, I mean, you have central locking, of course, and all windows are powered, and the driver one is automatic down. And here, a really nice compartment where you can store something like your touch and go or smart tag. Yeah, the sad thing about this car is that it got delivered in a pretty poor condition, and that really sucks. But I mean, for a car which I have to rent, and for a proper price, it would not have been worth it. But for what I paid, like, I mean, at least I got a car. It could have been worse that I didn't get any car. And I mean, for a 1.0 Itianling car, it is so fun to drive. Even with this 4-speed automatic. Yes, it's a 4-speed one, very old-fashioned, has even like two low gear selection. I mean, it's a very interesting car in general, and I'm wondering why can't we have such a basic car for people in Switzerland? I mean, this car would be so good. I mean, yes, it has only ABS in that version, and it has only 2 airbags across the range. I mean, they could do it better, make 6 airbags and ESP as standard across the whole range, and offer maybe a few more features like adjustable, how is it called again? Steering wheel. That would nail it. But I mean, how much would I rate this car? 6 out of 10, because this car is pretty decent for what it is, and I've driven worse cars. So that's it. That's the end of the review of the car. See you later. Oh yeah, actually before I depart, well, I made myself ready, charging my phone as well, and here, well, the instrument cluster is red illuminated, has also rev counter and an display for your information, and it is, of course, a regular key. Put it in, twist it, and, well, you see, like, the fuel tank is not that much, and yeah, I just twist the key. Smooth, and with the usual vibrations from a 3-cylinder engine. and as you can see, the fuel consumption is 13.1 kilometers average. No, 13.1 kilometers per liter. And like I fill it up, and my range was with 370 kilometers, and like I could manage like around 360 with it, which for a fuel tank of 25 liters, it's okay. But I mean, for a 1.0 liter with an automatic, I mean, it could be, of course, better. I mean, it's pretty sad actually that this car cannot do more. But I mean, it is what it is. 2 airbags. I mean, a very basic car. Alright guys, this guy over here, that guy is called Dexter. I've spent with him my whole day today, and I mean, I'm going to spend also a really nice night here at Bukit Bintang, baby. And what would be the best thing what you can do on a Saturday? Dexter, what is it?
Have fucking fun, man.
Yes, let's get some alcohol right now. I think the best thing what you can do here, like, just go to a bar, get a few nice beers and enjoy yourself. Because like, I haven't been out for such a long while, and I must say, I really want to experience KL from this side, because like, today is my last night in KL before I depart, and I really want to have fucking fun, because like, Saturday is amazing for that purpose.
We have so much fun. Let's go.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So what's the bottom line of this whole video? Well, if you're a car enthusiast and want to make friends, join the Evoclub morning drive every Saturday. No matter what car you drive and where you come from, the people are super friendly and will make you feel like you belong to them. Also, KL is a great place to party and have fun with friends, so make use of it. It's surely not as crazy as some holiday destinations in Europe, but you can have lots of fun too without going overboard. Because Saturday is a day for alcohol, some good beers shouldn't miss, and Tiger is in that case my choice. I preferred over Heineken in any way. That was it from my side, and I hope to see you the next time. Ciao!